All right, hello again. Welcome to another, I don't know, 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 7 minutes of solving problems. I'm going to go over finding angles again, two fairly straightforward problems, and then we're going to look at two problems that have all three sides. Okay, so let's start with these problems first. Always remember SOHCAHTOA. Remember, we're dealing with the right triangles. If we can't do Pythagorean theorem, then we try to do trig. And Pythagorean theorem does not help us with finding angles. Okay, so here's the right angle. We have opposite that is hypotenuse. Here's our reference angle. Opposite that would be the opposite. What's left over is adjacent. So basically, the two things I care about are A and H, which is cosine. So I say the cosine. Now we have question mark here, and maybe I'll just leave that question mark. It doesn't matter. It's just a variable. A over H, so 19 over 25. So what we do now, because we're looking for an angle, is we use the cosine inverse of 19 over 25. So in my calculator, I do cosine inverse, 19 divided by 25. Remember, inverse a lot of times involves the second button. Sometimes, depending on your calculator, it may be a little different. But when I type that in, I get 40.5 degrees. Remember to be in degree mode. Okay? All right. So I look at the second example here. Here's my right angle. I thought it was going to be blue. It's not there. Blue. So across from that would be the hypotenuse. There's my reference angle. Opposite that is opposite. What's left over is adjacent. So the two things I care about are O and H. So that's going to be sine. So I'm going to say the sine of whatever the angle is opposite 38 over hypotenuse 39. Okay, so if I'm looking for the angle, I do sine inverse of 38 over 39. Okay, so I get my calculator, sine inverse 38 divided by 39. And I get that the angle is approximately 77 degrees. Okay. So now let's look at two of these. That'll be done. Notice we have all three sides now, right? So we're still not going to change. We're still going to label the triangle. So there's the right angle. So that's hypotenuse. There's my reference angle. There's opposite. What's left over is adjacent. But now I get to choose, really, because I have all three sides and I'm looking for the angle. I just get to choose two of them. Okay? Maybe for this one, I'll just say, okay, I'll do these two. So I would do tangent, because it's opposite and adjacent of question mark, equals opposite, 72, over adjacent, 65. So if I do tan inverse of 72 over 65, I should get, so I'm hitting second tan, 72 divided by 65 is 47.9 degrees. Okay, so I just chose two. Now what I actually want to show you is, instead of doing problem number 4, I'm just going to kind of cross that out. I want to do this a couple different ways. So now I'm going to use opposite and hypotenuse, and let's just see if we get the same thing. Okay, so opposite and hypotenuse would be sine. So I would say the sine of the angle equals opposite 72 over hypotenuse 97. So therefore the angle would be sine inverse of 72 over 97. So if I type that into my calculator, look what I get, 47.9 degrees. I forgot to put the degree symbol there. Now let's try the last one. What about if I chose adjacent and hypotenuse as the two sides? So that would be cosine. So I would say the cosine of the angle is adjacent 65 over hypotenuse 97. So if I type that into the calculator, cosine inverse of 65 over 97, I get 47.9 degrees. So just wanted to show you that it doesn't matter which 2 out of the 3 sides you choose, you should get the same answer.